Imagine you are facing a day filled with challenges, an endless stream of demands, distractions, and doubts. How often do you feel overwhelmed by what you cannot control? How many times have you let anger, fear, or frustration steal your focus and weaken your will? What if there was a way to stand firm, unshaken, no matter the storm around you? What if the greatest battle was not outside, but within yourself? Consider this. A traveler walking through a harsh desert faces scorching heat and dry winds. Yet, he keeps moving forward, step by step, not because the desert changes, but because his mind is steady. He does not waste energy fighting the heat, but controls his pace and breath. This traveler is like us, walking through life's harshness, learning to endure and do our best despite the obstacles. Welcome to Book Boost. If you want to master yourself, to grow stronger in spirit and unbreakable in mind, you're in the right place. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, because here we uncover ancient truths that transform lives. Please drop down your one thought on believe in yourself. In the comments, your words could inspire others. The first secret is this: we must accept that the world will never conform to our wishes. The only thing truly within our power is how we respond. Marcus Aurelius, a great thinker, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This strength comes from knowing that your emotions do not own you. When anger or fear rises, it is a choice to either feed or control them. We live in a time where emotions rush us like wild rivers, but true power lies in stillness, holding your ground within the chaos. It is not about avoiding pain or difficulty, but facing them with calm courage. The more we practice this inner mastery, the closer we get to doing our best every day. Let us begin this journey of quiet strength together, for only through self-control can we conquer the storm within. The discipline of perception, written and published by Book Boost. We often believe that what happens around us shapes who we are and how we feel. But the truth runs much deeper. The world is not as powerful as our mind. It is not the events themselves that disturb us, it is how we perceive them. This is the core secret of true strength, the discipline of perception. Imagine two people witnessing the same event. One feels destroyed by it, overwhelmed and broken. The other remains calm, even sees opportunity in the crisis. The difference between them is not the event, but their perception of it. This is the power we hold, the power to choose how we see life. The great philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." These words echo through time because they carry a profound truth. Life will bring hardships, unfairness, loss, and pain. We cannot stop these, but we can control how we view them. When a problem arises, do we see it as a barrier or a challenge? Do we allow anger and bitterness to cloud our mind? Or do we meet the situation with reason and calm? The choice is always ours. This choice shapes the quality of our life more than any external circumstance. To master this discipline means to train the mind to look beyond first impressions and emotional reactions. It means recognizing that many things we fear or hate are only painful because we judge them so. If we change our judgments, we change our reality. Think about the storms in your life. You cannot stop the rain or wind, but you can build a shelter inside yourself. This shelter is your perception. When it is strong, no storm can destroy you. When it is weak, even a small gust of wind will topple you. We must practice seeing events without adding extra weight, without labeling them as good or bad too quickly. This is difficult because we are wired to react emotionally. But with effort, we can pause before responding. We can step back and ask, is this truly harmful? Or is it just discomfort? What can I control here? Remember, many things are outside our control, other people's words, the past, sudden changes. Yet, the mind's response is always within our grasp. By focusing on what we can control, our thoughts and perceptions, we reclaim our power. This discipline is like a muscle. The more we exercise it, the stronger it becomes. The moments when we resist a quick emotional reaction and choose reason instead are victories. Each victory builds a fortress of mental strength. Seneca warned against allowing our judgments to be ruled by the noise of the world. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. We create storms in our mind far greater than what life actually sends us. By disciplining perception, we calm these storms. Living with this discipline means we stop blaming fate or others for our unhappiness. Instead, we take full responsibility for our inner world. This is not a burden, but a liberation. When we see clearly, we find peace. It does not mean we become cold or indifferent. It means we love wisely, act justly, and face hardship bravely, without losing ourselves in chaos. We learn to accept what cannot be changed and to act wisely on what can. Imagine a warrior in battle. His shield does not block every blow, but it helps him control the fight. The discipline of perception is like that shield for the mind. It does not stop life's difficulties, but it protects us from being destroyed by them. This path asks us to look inside, to be honest about how we think. Are our perceptions true or distorted by fear, anger, or pride? Are we seeing the whole picture or only fragments shaped by emotion? By choosing to see with clarity, we free ourselves from false judgments. This freedom brings peace, courage, and the ability to do our best even in the worst conditions. Let us remember, the world is vast, full of change and chaos. But the mind, disciplined and steady, can create a calm harbor in the storm. This is the power we seek, the power to master how we perceive and thus how we live. When we cultivate this discipline, every challenge becomes a chance to grow. Every setback is an invitation to deepen our understanding and strength. Our lives are shaped not by fate, but by the way we choose to see fate. So let us begin to see clearly. Let us train our minds to meet life without fear or anger, but with wisdom and courage. This is the true discipline of perception, and the path to doing our best in a world that will never be perfect. Fortitude in Silence, written and published by Book Boost. True strength is often hidden. It does not shout or seek attention. It grows quietly in the heart, in moments when no one is watching. Fortitude is the silent power to endure what life throws at us without losing ourselves. It is the courage to stay firm when everything inside screams to run or give up. We live in a world full of noise and chaos. Every day, distractions try to pull us away from what truly matters. But the most important battles happen inside. The struggle to hold on to calm when the storm rages around us, that is where fortitude lives. It is not about never feeling pain or fear. Rather, it is about feeling them and not letting them control us. Imagine a tree standing tall in the middle of a violent storm. The wind howls and shakes its branches, but the roots dig deep into the earth, holding it steady. That tree does not fight the wind. It simply does not let go. Our minds can be like that tree. We cannot always change what happens outside, but we can choose to stand strong inside. The great Stoic Seneca reminded us, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Every challenge, every hardship is an opportunity to build our inner strength. When we meet pain with patience, disappointment with acceptance, and fear with courage, we become warriors, not with swords, but with spirit. Fortitude asks us to embrace silence. Not just the silence around us, but the silence within. In the quiet moments, we find clarity. We see the truth behind our emotions. We realize that anger is a reaction, not a command. Fear is a shadow, not a wall. And pain, while real, is not forever. This silence is not weakness. It is the calm before the storm, the deep breath before action. It allows us to respond wisely instead of reacting blindly. It is the space where reason wins over impulse. Through silence, we build resilience. But fortitude also means patience. We cannot rush inner strength. It grows slowly, like a river carving a canyon over years. There will be times when we stumble, when emotions flood us, and we feel lost. This is natural. The path to mastery is not straight or easy. Remember the words of Epictetus, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Freedom comes from control, not control over the world, but control over our own minds and hearts. When we cultivate fortitude, we free ourselves from the prison of our destructive emotions. We stop being slaves to anger, jealousy, or despair. Doing our best is not about being perfect or winning every battle. It is about showing up for ourselves every day, with courage and patience. It is choosing to act with integrity even when no one is watching. It is the quiet strength that fuels every small step forward. Fortitude teaches us that pain and suffering are not enemies to avoid, but teachers to respect. They remind us of our humanity and call us to rise above weakness. They show us the limits of our control and the vastness of our potential. So, when the world feels heavy and your spirit is tired, remember this: strength lives in your silence. Fortitude is not loud. It is steady. It does not boast. It endures. It does not break. It bends and returns, stronger than before. This is the secret of those who do their best, not because they demand perfection, but because they refuse to be defeated by the noise inside or outside. They stand firm in the storm. They meet life's trials with calm eyes and a steady heart. Let us walk this path together. Let us build our roots deep, our minds steady, and our souls unshakable. For in fortitude, we find the power to live fully, to act wisely, and to do our best, not just today, but always.